Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, family, friends, and most of all students, welcome to the online graduation of SQI4 Class 21-003. I'm Major Carlos Woodard, Chief of Strength Maintenance Training Center. Before we proceed, I'd like to ask the chaplain to come forward and lead us in a moment of prayer.
Would you please join me in prayer? Holy and precious Father, we come before your throne today in celebration of your faithfulness. Faithfulness as each student has fulfilled the requirements to graduate. We celebrate your faithfulness for each instructor who have invested themselves in these students and this organization. In celebration of your faithfulness, because for some reason you continue to pursue us day after day, even though we are most certainly undeserving. We praise you for you. We lift up these graduates, asking that you would equip them to serve this nation and serve you in a manner worthy of your faithfulness. All glory and honor and praise be to you and to you only. Amen.
Today's ceremony marks the completion of 5 weeks of training for today's graduates and begins their career as Army National Guard recruiters. Today's guest speaker is Sergeant Major Thomas Farrar. Sergeant Major Farrar began his career in October of 1994 when he enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. He completed boot camp at Parris Island and MOS qualification as a firefighter in Billington, Tennessee. After 4 years of active duty service, he joined the South Carolina Army National Guard. The scope of his 23 years of service focused on the strength maintenance enterprise, and his assignments include recruiting and retention NCO, instructor rider, battalion operations NCO, state retention NCO, section chief, and first sergeant. Sergeant Major Farrar currently serves as the Marine to Guard program manager and Enlisted Strength Management Branch Senior Enlisted Advisor for the Strength Maintenance Division at NGB. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sergeant Major Thomas Farrar.
Good morning, class. Thank you, Major Woodard, and wanted to definitely thank the instructor staff there at the SMTC and for everything that they've done for class 21-003 so far. As a obviously former or current SAR major, but former production R&R NCO, as one that served as a instructor at the schoolhouse, I took some time to reflect and think about 21 years ago when I came through there. I can't quite remember what the who the guest speaker was or what they had to say. However, I can remember at the time the chief of the schoolhouse and the SAR major briefing us and remember what they talked about. And I thought to myself, if I had that to do all over again, what would I want to hear? What would be important to me as a recent graduate of the course? And so just to let y'all know, understand the parameters of this, I remember sitting through there either from the perspective of a graduate or as an instructor and staff member there at the SMTC, and remember many presenters or briefers talking about the 3 B's: be brief, be sincere, and be gone. So in this virtual realm, it's a little bit different than when we were there, where the about to be graduates, or the recent graduates, already had their G-Jets or POVs idling outside the barracks, ready to go. They were going to change, and as soon as graduation was over, they were en route back to their state or territory to go forth and do great things. So in the thinking about it from the same perspective, I know wherever you are across the 54, you are standing by and eager to get in that G-Jet, get back behind your tablet, and do great things for the Army National Guard. So on that note, I thought about 3 things that I would talk about. And those 3 things have to do with institutional, being that institutional knowledge, what you gleaned from the schoolhouse, in the virtual realm here over the past 5 weeks, I believe it is. The other piece was going to be mentorship and support, and that's going to come in both a personal and professional idea. And then last but not least, your career development as a, from the SQI4 on through to 79 Tango, if you choose to go that path. So talking about institutional knowledge, when I was there many, many years ago, we used to talk about, only 30% of what you need to be successful out in the field came from the schoolhouse, which means the majority of what it took to be successful you would gain when you got back to your state, working with your NCO support channel and leadership to do great things for the state. And in saying that is, the institutional piece here is the regulatory guidance, your SMOMs, your PPOMs, anything like that you reviewed, you learned over the past 5 weeks, to include your sales training. In saying that, I want you to keep in mind that Major Woodard's team, those instructors that you've worked with over the past 5 weeks, serve that same purpose. And that next topic I'll talk about with that support, the personnel, in that they're still a great source for you to be able to reach back to when you're on the street. Obviously, you've been dealing with this in the virtual realm, so I'm sure you've got emails. Obviously, we're on Teams, things like that. But to be able to reach back to those gurus, per se, of some things that you couldn't remember. Hey, we hit on this at the schoolhouse. I want to reach back to this instructor and ask them a question. Those relationships begin here, and this is that extension of the strength maintenance enterprise. So I definitely advise as you go forth and apply what you've learned here over the past 5 weeks, don't forget to reach back. Throughout my career, I've reached back even to this day. Some of the individuals that were instructors have long retired, but I've maintained relationships with them. And even at the level that I operate at now as a sergeant major, I will reach back to them for advice because they served in similar positions, but we built that trust many, many years ago. And that is a key piece. One of the things I always used to bring up and had recent experience with a state was when it came to your institutional knowledge and regulatory guidance. Again, it's not knowing it, it's knowing where to find it. So I caution you as you go forth and do those great things. Don't be afraid to, we used to look back in the paper regulation. Obviously now with the digital realm, you're using PDFs. You're able to reach back and do your control F and all that fun stuff to find it. But by all means, make sure that you look it up. You may think you know it, but I called the MEPS not too long ago. A GC I knew that I'd worked with way back in the day, and really just sent a quick question first before I called. I sent a text message, and they gave me that typical. At first, they looked at the number, they didn't recognize the number. So who is this? Because I asked them a regulatory question, and I just wanted to know what their perspective was as a MEPS guidance counselor. And they gave me essentially the book answer as far as, well, hey, you need to look in this regulation, and that'll provide you the guidance. So, again, I advise that while I know there's many smart R&R NCOs out there, recent graduates, it's fresh in your mind, I definitely advise that you continue to look it up and don't just rely on what you think you know. Trust that reach back. Second piece I want to talk about was this mentorship and support. And to be honest with this class and with the leadership down there, this one kind of hit home over the past about week or so. I was traveling and was notified by CSM Brown with the South Carolina National Guard that we lost our first NCOIC. He passed away about a week ago. And I really thought this was relevant because both for C.S. Brown and myself, our first NCOIC, Wayne Luther, was a huge influence in our career, not only in the strength maintenance enterprise, but just as guardsmen. And I can't say it enough that no R&R NCO is an island. When you get back, virtually back in your state, and you're taking what you learned here, latch on to a mentor, somebody that you look up to, somebody that you've observed doing the right things, that you're like, hey, I want to be like that R&R NCO, whether they're, another SQI4, they moved on now they're, could be a section chief, a first sergeant. Look up to them and pick their brains as you get out in the field, as you're working with, other R&R NCOs. Pick and choose the best practices of what you see that you'd like to make them your own. And while that's on the professional side, I will also advise that family is a huge piece of this. Behind every successful R&R NCO is a family support system, be it mom and dad, be it a spouse, kids, a significant other. Every R&R NCO I've known that's successful all the way up to your Director's 54 have a solid foundation at home that enables them to do the great things they do for the Army National Guard by putting people in the Guard, meeting objectives and working towards the in-strength objectives of the entire Army National Guard. And that's huge when it comes to your success, and it's a key piece. And again, that's that network like we talked about before, that professional piece, reaching back institutionally to your instructors, as well as in your day-to-day life with the R&R NCOs and leadership you work with every day, as well as that home life. It's very important to find that balance. And probably now more than ever in the challenging environment we're in, y'all are the tip of the spear, and you have technology at your fingertips and things that you can do now in this virtual realm that we didn't have years ago. But again, the personal and professional mentors that you have and that support system are going to play a key role in your success. Last but not least, I want to talk about professional development, talk about career management, or in the Army now we're talking a lot about talent management. Graduating this course in the Strength Maintenance Enterprise as an SQI4 is where it all begins. This is just the beginning of your career as an R&R NCO. And there are a vast array of opportunities. I'd be remiss on my second tour of Title 10 that when I was sitting there about 21 years ago, that a staff sergeant at the time that was my class advisor, now a retired Sergeant Major, Berger, talked to me about, hey, go back home, get your, at the time it was the Master Badge, now the Expert Badge, get converted to 79 Tango, and you come back here and be an instructor. And I took his wisdom and guidance and did that. And it happened the second time after I'd gone back to a state that the Division Sergeant Major reached out to me and said, hey, do you ever think of coming back? And I found myself back in the Title 10 realm again. But for you, there's a lot of opportunities between the courses, whether it's going and growing on the production side, whether it's eventually becoming a marketing NCO or a MEPS guidance counselor. This talent management piece is huge across the Army right now. And one of the things I'm going to say on this one is that you are responsible for your own career. There's nobody that's, while you'll have these mentors guiding you, your leadership will help guide you. You're going to have to take that bull by the horns and decide which way you want to go with it. Some of you are going to choose to, hey, recruiting was fun, but I'm going to go to the conventional unit and do some other things as a, maybe now working as a training NCO in a unit that I enlisted a bunch of soldiers into. Some of you may go that path. Some of you may choose to stay as in the Strength Maintenance Enterprise. And again, I would advise you Again, this is where it all begins. And if you do the right things, if you keep your moral compass pointed in the right direction, you could go and do great things, because somewhere out there in this class, I assure you, is a future RRB CSM or the future Strength Maintenance Division Sergeant Major, and possibly even we always have, as you can see in some of our leadership, we have former NCOs that have taken opportunities to become officers and continue to serve in the Guard. So those opportunities are out there. Again, take charge of your career, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for it. Having said that, again, it is a privilege to be able to be the guest speaker for this event. Those key things, as far as keep in mind the institutional knowledge that you gained and that support there, your mentors, and personally and professionally, that support system, and then your career development are three key pieces that are going to be critical in your success as a production R&R NCO as you go out there and do these great things. Again, I want to congratulate the class on this tremendous achievement. I look forward to, I sit up here at NGB now and see all these reports and see all the success stories across the nation, you know, brand new R&R NCOs writing big numbers. So looking forward to seeing that. I'd like to share one of the things that the SAR Major that was there when I came through as an SQI4, and then when I initially got there as an instructor, he used to talk about, that was SAR Major Burdett. And when he'd do an incoming brief and possibly at the graduation, he used to have a little saying that would go, each of you are a success story waiting to be written. You're the author. Write that success story. Again, thank you to Major Woodard and his staff and instructors for an outstanding job and the opportunity to speak to you today. To the class, good luck, Godspeed, thank you, and congratulations. Major Woodard, back to you.
Thank you for those encouraging words, Sergeant Major. At this time, we'd like to share 2 videos we have prepared in honor of today's graduates.
Congratulations. We love you.
Congrats, Sergeant Smith.
Can't wait to have you back.
See ya.
Congratulations, Sergeant Finley. I love you.
Congrats, Michelle. Whoa!
Congratulations, Sergeant Callie.
Congratulations, Sergeant Callie.
Congratulations, Sergeant.
Congrats, Sergeant Callie.
Congratulations, Staff Sergeant Joseph. I'm so very, very proud of you. Love, Mom.
Congratulations, Mom. We love you.
Congratulations to Sergeant Conde. I love you so, so much, and I'm so proud of you. You did it!
Congratulations, Sergeant Morga. We're so proud of you.
We love you.
Just want to take time to congratulate all the soldiers that are graduating today. Good job. But especially, I want to congratulate Sergeant Avalos. I know you've been working hard for this, so congratulations. I'm so proud of you, and thank you for serving our country, guys.
Congratulations, Sergeant Brinson, on your graduation.
We love you.
Love you.
Congratulations, Sergeant Avalos.
We're so proud of you.
I would like to say congratulations to all the graduates today. Sergeant London, we wish we could be there to celebrate with you. We love you.
I'm Specialist Johnson.
And I'm Sergeant First Class Campbell.
We just wanted to take the time to congratulate Sergeant Crabtree on all her accomplishments.
And graduating SQI4.
We love you.
We miss you.
From Campbell City.
Congratulations, everyone, especially Staff Sergeant Jones. We love you very much, and we're proud of all your hard work. Love you.
What's up, everybody? Huge congratulations. Shout out to Sergeant Wu. Killed it as a recruiting assistant, killing it as a recruiter by already making his assigned mission. Congratulations to everybody. See you at the top.
Well, you've done it. You've met all requirements, and you are now a qualified Army National Guard recruiter. Remember, as you go forward, the staff here at SMTC stands ready to support you. Class 21-003, you are now graduated.